Wie werden Sie heute Abend feiern und was möchten Sie Ihren Fans in Deutschland sagen, die Dune gesehen haben und so lieben?
Feiern werde ich mit meiner Frau und mit meinen Kollegen hier zusammen und erstmal hier zum Lunch und auf die Afterparty, dann gehen wir zu Warner Brothers und dann schauen wir weiter, wie es weitergeht. Die Nacht ist lang, wir fliegen morgen zurück und ich freue mich schon riesig. Die andere Frage war wie nochmal? Die Kamera. Meinen deutschen Fans will ich sagen, ich habe nie geglaubt, dass ich einen Oscar gewinne und ich habe es geschafft und man muss nur an das glauben, was man macht und hart dafür arbeiten. I hope you guys understood
129 is next.
Come on.
I'm from the German press agency. Herzlichen Glückwunsch, congratulations to the whole team. But of course, this is amazing, the second Oscar after Blade Runner. What were you going to say on the stage when the music came up? Was wollten Sie auf der Bühne sagen, als die Musik ertönte?
I understood.
But if you answer
Do I have all the time in the world to say it? No, I just want to thank you to my lovely country like Germany. I want to say a few words in Germany like, das ist wunderbar. And I want to definitely say thank you to Denis, to our director. It was just amazing to work with him. He's such a great guy. I love him. I deeply love him. And I want to say thank you to my family, to my wife Regina, to my daughter Jana, to my son Luca, to my mother, to my father-in-law Karl Nefzer, who brought me into the business 35 years ago, and to my really, really amazing German effects team. Michael Lupino, Bernd Raudenberg, Jens Schmiedl, Carsten Weude, Roman Rehmer, Till Hertrich, Norman Ernst, and a few others. So it's really a great group of filmmakers. Thank you.
And 102, you had a question, 102. There you are.
There's a strong German journalist preaching here. Of course, Gerd Nefzer, and it's maybe the last question for Gerd, but I mean, come on, give it up for him. You had no time on the stage. Of course, I wanted to know, because you did have COVID. It was a very close race to get here. You just tested negative, I think yesterday we talked. So, of course, I wanted to know how you feel to be finally here. Maybe you can answer it in German and a bit in English for the rest of the audience.
Okay, I start in English. So we were tested positive last week, Friday, and it was my wife and myself. It was just a tough week, you know, if you're just at home with your wife 1 week in one room. It's really tough, I tell you. No, it was great. And then she was negative on Thursday, and I was still positive, and my test was so bad, you know, that the chief of the testing company, we are friends now, you know, he said, "Oh, Gerd, there's no chance that you make it on the weekend, and I've booked another test on Friday," and he said, "I think you don't have to come." I said, "Yes, I will come." And then by surprise, Friday night, 9 p.m., he called me and said, "I do not understand, but you're negative. Your PCR test is negative." So I start to pack my suitcases. Then we went to the airport on Saturday, and we did another test on Saturday here, and I was really going mad because I thought if I'm now positive again, that will be a nightmare. And my wife tried to calm me down. And it was negative, and so I'm here, and I'm so thankful, and I'm so happy. And now I have to say it in German again.
Anybody
Thank
else?
you.
Thank you. Anybody else in the room before we go to the virtual interview room? Anybody? Okay, TV JOJ, go ahead.
Hello, my name is Thomas Puskale from the Slovak Republic, from TV Joy. Massive congratulations. I'm a huge fan of visual effects. And my question is there a process that you used that was unique to the film? Something that hasn't been used before, technology-wise?
There wasn't a specific technique, but it was more the approach. It was more, like trying to find the best way to make the visual effects successful. Like for example, like we tried to avoid green screen and blue screen, and like we came up with using like a sand-colored screen. Like we shot our interior ornithopters on the highest hill in Budapest to try and get like strong daylight to like replicate flying over the desert. It was all about trying to get the proper light so that when we did our visual effects, it looked correct. So, for us, it was the most collaborative film we've ever been on. And usually, like you get to collaborate with stunts and that kind of thing. But because we collaborated with Greg, the cinematographer, with Patrice, the production designer, like everything was figured out 6 months prior to the actual shoot. So, and I truly believe that collaboration is what gave us the success in visual effects.
Thank you. And Variety, go ahead. Variety, we have you for virtual interview room.
Hey, it's Jazz 10K from Variety. Tristan, this is a question for you. Were you a fan of Frank Herbert's novel as a kid, and what was it like to be able to do the world building for this and working with Denis?
I was a fan, a reluctant fan to begin with. My dad made me read the book as a kid. I think I was about 12 when I read it the first time around. The biggest book I've ever read, and the only book I think I've ever read with a glossary at the back. But yes, I did read the book then, and I read it again, I think in my 20s and again in my 30s, showing my age here. But yes, I was a big fan of the book, and the second book as well. Being invited to work again with Paul Lambert and Denis Villeneuve was amazing. I was really excited to get into the world and build it in the unique style which Denis had in his mind. So yeah, it was truly an honor, and getting a chance to go out on set as well and see these huge sets that they built, and now into the deserts of Jordan as well to recreate the sand dunes of Arrakis was a fantastic opportunity. It's amazing.
Thank you for that. Any other questions in the room? Okay, 129?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I'd like to ask the team the combination of special effects and visual effects and the special effects, because they're very different. So how does this work in this movie to do this together?
I think it's pivotal. The approach is always like you never want to put somebody in a blue box and then trying to figure it all out. Like having something practical, having something physical from Gert is always the first request. Even if we end up changing it, but like having that practical reference for us is key to making a believable visual effect. Otherwise, like you spend way too much time trying to create something real when you can use something real and then just expand on it. So yeah, it's absolutely pivotal.